Hey kids, just a quick little note before we get into tonight's rant video. There is some pretty bad audio on this one, and I apologize, but it was kind of off the cuff. As soon as I found out about this, I took to recording the audio while it was still fresh in my mind. So I do have Finn sitting next to me while I record the audio, so you might hear some crinkling and crunching in the audio as he's scratching his ears or snuggling in closer to me or crawling into my lap. So the audio in parts is a little rough. I apologize, but it's my raw emotions and I really didn't want to go back and re-record it. So if you hear any weird noises, it's just Finn. Anyway, on to the rant. While no one has ever claimed that Wikipedia is the end-all be-all for the source of information on the internet, there has been a bit of a reputation developed by the website that when you need to know information, there's probably a page for it on Wikipedia. So it was surprising to me when I came to realize just how biased what you're seeing on their pages could actually be. As many of you are aware, to date, the most popular video on my channel is the 27 Club video. And rightfully so. I put a lot of effort into that video and into the part 2. It's a video that I'm truly proud of and a video that means a lot to me. And while the 27 Club, as I said in the first video and reiterated in the second, the details of the 27 Club are by far one of the most tragic coincidences that has occurred in pop culture. People pointing out the odd coincidence that they all died at the same age does call to attention the fact of what they have contributed to the zeitgeist of the human culture. So why are we disputing if somebody should or should not be included as a member? What are the qualifications of the 27 Club at the end of the day? Well, if you haven't already guessed, the subject of tonight's rant is Wikipedia, and most specifically the Wikipedia 27 Club page. So let's use them as my source. What do they say the 27 Club is? Per their webpage, the 27 Club is an informal listing consisting mostly of popular musicians, artists, actors, and other celebrities who died at age 27. Although the claim of a statistical spike for the death of musicians at that age has been refuted by scientific research, it remains a cultural phenomenon, documenting the deaths of celebrities, many noted for their high-risk lifestyles. Because the club is entirely notional, there is no official membership. So how do we determine their membership? According to what I'm reading from Wikipedia, it's popular musicians, artists, and other celebrities who died at age 27. I'm not seeing where anybody has ever said that there are any other qualifications for membership in the 27 Club. So when people take to Wikipedia and they go to the talk section of the 27 Club page asking for additions of celebrities who died at age 27, why are they being met with such backlash and, frankly, very rude responses? As an example, the very first topic in their talk section is titled Dakota Sky is Missing. And the body of it says Dakota Sky is missing in the list. She was a big star and actor. Well, what's Wikipedia's response? What's lacking in this case is that none of the Wikipedia reliable sources have connected her with the 27 Club. Dying at 27 is not enough. So what else do you need, Wikipedia? You're not telling us what is needed for us to add people that we respect as celebrities who died at 27. And that's why I dug into this rabbit hole. because I noticed something very odd. When I went about doing the research for the first 27 Club video, I did go to Wikipedia. And from what I could see, they had a very concise list of what I at the time believed to be the most up-to-date and accurate listing of the 27 Club members. That's why it was very odd to me, after reviewing the list for both the first and second parts of the 27 Club video, that now that I'm in research mode for part 3, I notice one person in particular missing. And now I feel like I need to go back and review the list in its entirety and see who else has now been deemed not good enough for the 27 Club. And that's what brings me to this rant today. If Wikipedia wants to claim that they are so careful about who they add or don't add to their list, why is it that somebody they did have on their 27 Club list is now not there today? What changed? Why is this person gone? So I dug into the Wikipedia rabbit hole, and frankly, I can't find a reason for this person to be removed other than extreme bias, prejudice, and quite frankly, bullshit. So who am I talking about? I went to Wikipedia and I questioned them. Why was Sahara Davenport removed from the list of 27 Club members? She was on the list as of a couple of months ago and is missing now. Please put her back on the list. And the response? Do you have a reliable source that specifically states she is considered a club member by somebody who is posting on this channel as flight time? But my response states, I have been questioned as to the Sahara Davenport removal from this list, and I guess you guys don't consider yourselves a reliable source because she was on this list as early as 2 months ago. Considering the fact that you questioned so closely when anyone asked that someone new be added, my assumption would be that you did your research before adding Sahara. I would request respectfully, because of the fact that you had her on this list in the past, that she be put back on the list as an honored member of the 27 Club. She deserves it. She qualifies. And it comes across as very homophobic to not include her in your list. You guys decided to have her as a part of your list at the 27 Club, and she should remain as such. I'm not sure what the reason was or the justification for removing her from the list in the first place, as you did your research and included her, and now magically she's gone. Does not sit well with me, nor will it sit well with the LGBTQ plus community. It seems only fair that if you decide to put someone on this list as a member of the 27 Club, that you stand by your decision to put them as a member of the 27 Club. The response back, please review with a link. Thank you. Again from Flight Time. This takes me to verifiability does not guarantee inclusion. So even if they're verified, they don't have to be included. While information must be verifiable for inclusion in an article, not all verifiable information must be included. So what's the reason for removing her? If she's verified as a member of the 27 Club, why is she not on the list anymore? And when I go to reply and ask that very question and ask what their qualifications are for the 27 Club, because I'm lost at this point, and I want to respectfully follow the rules and regulations that this channel has for determination of 27 Club members, well, I can't. When I go to add topic now, it says that my IP address has been blocked from commenting on this Wikipedia page. Seems a little suspicious. So, like I said, Wikipedia isn't the end-all be-all source of information on the internet. But they do have a bit of onus on their end that if they're going to be a publicly sourced website, then they need to have some kind of a backing system for what's on their site. If you have people coming to you with sources, honor them. And you can't sit up here and say, well, we demand sources for the information on our page. And when you're questioned about things that are on your page, ask us to provide sources. You were the fucking source. You had her on your list. And now she's gone for no other reason than just because it's verifiable doesn't mean we have to include it. But then you need to explain why you don't have to add her. Why, when people ask you about Dakota Sky being on the list, she can't be added. Why individuals like Benjamin Kehoe, literally, their claim to fame is that they are the grandson of a celebrity, but they're okay to be on the list. Why someone who genuinely was well known and respected in her field and her community, who's been on television, who has people who are still talking about her today. Clearly, she left an impact. And she died at 27. And her death was tragic and sad. Anybody who dies at 27, their death is tragic and sad. Whether at their own hand, an accident, an illness. Dying at 27 is not normal. And to remove somebody from your list is offensive. To exclude someone from your list is wrong. If someone comes to this page and says, you know what? Sahara Davenport changed my life. I was afraid of being myself and standing out in public and saying, this is who I am. And Sahara made me feel seen and welcome and important. But you deem her as not valuable enough to have on your list with no justification or reason? I call bullshit. That stinks. You have to explain why you're going to say no to somebody you once had on your list. And if your answer is simply, provide me sources, I provided a source. You. You want another source? RuPaul's Drag Race. You want another source? Her fucking obituary that states that she was a well-known and respected drag queen who died at the age of 27. Let's go back. The 27 Club is an informal list consisting mostly of popular musicians, artists, actors, and other celebrities who died at age 27. Those were the requirements that you put. That is your definition of the 27 Club, Wikipedia. Popular musicians, artists, actors, other celebrities who died at age 27. Those are the only qualifications that you list on your page. So anybody who comes to you and can point blank show you this person was considered a celebrity, they died at age 27. Who the fuck are you to determine who's important enough for the 27 Club list? This is a publicly sourced page. You do not get to determine whose life is valuable enough to fit into your niche category of celebrity. And the fact that we are now gatekeeping the members of the 27 Club seems really stupid to me. No person's life should be valued higher than anyone else's, because at the end of the day, we're all just people. Sahara Davenport was a person. She had people that loved her. She had family, she had friends, she had colleagues that loved and respected her. You have a talk section of your page where you can say, upon further review of the career and life of Sahara Davenport, we do not feel that she is a member of the 27 Club, and here's why. You want our sources to add people? Well, I fucking want yours. What are your sources saying that she shouldn't be a member of the 27 Club? There aren't that many lists of the members of the 27 Club out there. And when you go to search for it, lo and behold, it's Wikipedia that shows up. Because their list is the most detailed. Yes, you have more people on there than any other list that I've seen. Because yours is the only list that I've seen that is supposed to be about more than just, well, here's my favorite 10 members. It's supposed to be a complete and accurate list of the members of the 27 Club. Your page itself dictates that the qualifications for membership in the 27 Club are being a celebrity and dying at age 27. Sahara Davenport was a celebrity that died at the age of 27. Dakota Skye was a celebrity that died at the age of 27. Nicole Bogner was a celebrity that died at the age of 27. Jacob Miller was a celebrity that died at the age of 27. Keenan Cahill was a celebrity that died at the age of 27. These people should all be on your list. And if you're not willing to do that, provide your fucking sources, Flight Time. I can give you plenty of sources that can explain why Sahara Davenport should be included. What have you got that says she shouldn't? And what right do you have to block anyone from publicly commenting and asking you for justification on your list? It's a publicly sourced website. Let the public speak. And for this particular PressStart Rant, this one's going to be ongoing. I don't know how we fix this. I don't know how we get her back on that list. Because we can't make changes to the page. We have to ask the administrators of this particular page, this Flight Time, to add her. And clearly, they're not willing. I've never been big on self-promotion. Sure, I tell you to like and subscribe and, share and comment and do all the YouTube goodies. But I'm okay with the fact that I'm a smaller channel. But sometimes things become about something bigger, something far more important. And I think that this is far more important. And not just from the perspective of this is a member of the LGBTQ plus community who's already marginalized enough. No, this is just about people. People who dedicated their lives to bringing a little bit of joy and happiness to our lives. And I don't know if the reason for not including individuals when it's brought to your attention is ego-driven, that you didn't find them yourselves and add them to this list. The 27 Club page on Wikipedia shouldn't be about the people who contribute. It should be the people on the list who contributed to much greater things than just a page on the internet. So like I said, there's not really a simple answer to this. I have 450 subscribers. I'm not going to change Wikipedia. I'm not going to be able to start a revolution. But if you agree with me, I would love it if you would share this so that maybe some people who wouldn't have seen it might. And not from the standpoint of subscribe to the channel and be a part of this. No, I just want people to see this and understand that it's 2023 and we are still gatekeeping, discriminating, and setting really unrealistic qualifications for the simplest of things. What does it hurt to include these people on this list, other than to have a place for somebody who may not have seen the beauty of Sahara Davenport to maybe want to learn a little more about her? I want people to see this and know that Sahara Davenport existed. Because for Manila, they'll never get their partner again. RuPaul's Drag Race is missing a huge, very important part of their legacy. We need to respect that. And to remove somebody you once included from your list is disrespectful to the dead. And to remove her from your list, and the only answer given back as a reason when you're questioned is that verification does not mean that you're required to include them. Well, what that answer says to me, Flight Time, is she's verified, but you don't want to include her. So why? If the reasoning for adding people to the list is that we have to have verification and reason and sources, as you've said to anyone else who's asked you to add someone to this list, well, what's the point then? If your answer back is going to be verification does not mean that they're required to be included. Well, then what requires them to be included? If you want us to play nice on your page and add people in the ways you want them added, then you need to explain what we need to provide for you in order to add them. You need to stand by your decisions and make your requirements clear. You need to explain how you go about adding people to this list, because clearly I am not the only one confused. And the only thing you're doing here is tarnishing the legacy of people that deserve to be remembered for what they contributed to the world at large. You need to be transparent. Sahara Davenport was on the list as a drag queen who died at the age of 27. Seems to be qualifying enough for me. So if she's not, tell me why, other than saying verification doesn't require you to add her. Because all that sentence reads as is pure discrimination. Sure, she's a verified member of the 27 Club, but that doesn't mean we have to add her. It's absolutely discrimination. And it's not just Sahara Davenport. That talk section has at least 5 other celebrities that you refuse to include. So at the end of the day, how do we end the rant? I just want an explanation. I want clear-cut guidelines as to how we can add these people to the list. And if we can't, then an explanation as to why. What harm does it do to call attention to individuals that contributed in some way to society, that even one single person came to you and said, I consider them a celebrity. Their death mattered to me. I guarantee you, every person that you have been asked to add to this list has had more than one person who was impacted by their death. And yeah, I've called it gatekeeping because that's exactly what it is. You're trying to determine who is and is not important enough for a club that is based purely on speculation, purely on the cult following of it. It's not fact-based. So why are you asking for facts in order to include people? The 27 Club at the end of the day is about celebrities who died at the age of 27. So celebrities that died at the age of 27 should be on the list of the 27 Club. It seems so simple. And you've made it so convoluted, complicated, and confusing. And for what reason? We will never know, because you refuse to explain yourselves. And at the end of the day, we can't make you. But we can continue to go to that talk section. Well, I can't, but the rest of you can. You can go to that talk section and ask simply, what do we need to prove membership for celebrities in the 27 Club? Demand answers. I implore each and every one of you, if you know of a celebrity that died at the age of 27 that is not on the Wikipedia list, comment below or email me directly at pressstartmom@gmail.com. They will find a place on our 27 Club videos. I guarantee it. To honor those that we've lost, to pay tribute to their contributions, seems like the least that we can do. To each and every one of you that watches this, thank you for what you do for the world. Thank you for being here and listening to me ramble as often as I do. You are valued. You are important. And there is at least one person that loves you. And if you feel like there's not, I'm here. To live in the hearts we leave behind is to live forever. Have a good night.
Antoine was so handsome and talented in dancing, and then he could switch it all up and be the most beautiful drag queen too. So he lives on as both.
I never let my guard go down, but you messed me up when you came around. When the high wore off, oh, you needed space. I don't wanna wait, I don't want a mistake. Few thousand miles in an ocean away, but I see the sunrise, oh, oh, just like the other day. Picture your eyes as I fall asleep. Tell myself it's alright, oh, oh, as the tears roll by. I wish I could feel your face. I'm helpless when